All right, man. We got TF. We're back. Part 2. We're in space now. Thank you for taking the time, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good looking on coming through, man.
I appreciate
you. You know, it's a long way.
Hell yeah, man. How to make the journey for my guy.
Hell yeah,
all right, but you were just breaking it down. Who is DJ Muggs?
DJ Muggs, man. He's a legendary producer. He did a lot of shit with, early in the days with fucking Cypress Hill. He did that Insane in Your Membrane. He did that Jump Around.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that one.
Wow.
And so how did you get tied in with him?
I got tied in with him. Obviously he out here. So
he's from LA.
Yeah, he in LA. I don't think he like was born out here though. I don't know where he was born at, but yeah, he out here. So yeah, my boy Flea, Lord, shout out my nigga Flea. He was doing the album with Muggs. And he had asked him about me. You feel me? He was like, oh, well, shit, yeah, I'll bring him through. Came through. And I ended up on that album. On the album they did, Rem LZ, him and Flea. I was on that album, and then after that, I went over there with Jay Worthy. And that's when I met him, but we didn't really kick it like that. I just met him, we chopped it up a little bit, He was like, yeah, I fuck with what you doing, all that type of shit. And then, then we started working. We did a record here and there. Nothing that really, actually, all the records that we got out was supposed to be on our album. But he felt the records were so dope, he put them on his shits. The Soul Assassin albums. I think he took like 3 of them. From the album and used them like as singles for his shit. So, shout out my boy DJ Muggs. But yeah, I think that's how I met Muggs.
How long has this relationship been?
What year is it? 25?
It's 2025 now.
Probably known Muggs about 3 years.
3 years. So, I mean, it's pretty new. If you think about it.
Yeah.
And this is just based off the strength of the music.
Yeah.
And just being a stand-up dude.
Yeah, that's really the most. That's really the whole thing. You feel me? That's really the whole thing. Cause anybody can make some good music, but it's really what you do in the shadows.
Real shit.
You feel me?
Yeah, because I feel like the industry is known for fraudulent activities and fraudulent congratulations. Oh, I really like your music, but you could tell it was a little different. Like he actually genuinely appreciated your work.
No, like I said, I had known him for a minute before we started recording.
Just personally, or like known of his work?
No. So that whole timeline, we didn't really start recording until like 2 years ago.
Okay.
But up until that, we started recording, like we was chilling. Feel me? I go to the studio and we'll just hang out. We'll just chop it up, listen to shit. You feel me? We might, we go break bread.
All right. So is that the TF strategy though? To kind of
that wasn't strategy like that.
It was just authenticity.
That just happened. Like
organic.
That. Yeah. I wasn't like, let me get tight with Muggs. Nah, hell no, I wasn't like that. For one, you got to be invited.
For sure.
You get me?
But also,
like motherfuckers not just like, I'm gonna just pull up.
But see, when you get invited though too, you also have to figure out, all right, how do I play this? I'm gonna create what you play. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's
this is the thing. Motherfuckers come to the studio and think that just because you in the studio is, hey, listen to this. Let me play this. Like I got a new song. Let's like put a beat on. Let's rap. Let me rap. You know what I'm saying? And by me not doing that, he was like, pull up tomorrow or pull up next week. We gonna be here. He was like, and he told me like, yeah, motherfuckers don't know how to just be cool.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like the whole point of this shit is to build.
For sure.
Like I could put a beat on all day. I got unlimited beats. I can play beats all day, but shit, I don't even know you.
Yeah, and when it comes to the music too, I feel like that relationship is super important, and it's really important not to try to force the vibe.
Nah, for sure.
And especially like,
And I told you that many times. Like, I ain't even feeling it. I'm chilling.
and he probably respected that even more.
For sure.
Because people are probably like, "Ooh, I don't know when's the next time I'll be able to sit in with DJ Muggs or whoever it is."
But that was the thing. Like, I didn't look at that as an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pulling up to chill. Like, I didn't like, oh, we rapping? Oh, put something on there. If we rapping, let's do it. But that wasn't.
That's why I think people really fuck with you though. It's because you like that, and they get that vibe where you're not here to, seize the moment. You let things come to you, which I feel like nowadays doesn't happen too often. A lot of people are very eager. Which on one end I respect.
Nah, for sure.
But also too.
Yeah, you can't miss an opportunity.
For sure.
I get it. Feel me? I understand that, but you could kind of weigh it out to see like
yeah, read the room.
Yeah.
Read the room.
Sure. Some people can't. Some people let's do it.
All right, well, speaking of reading the room, last time we were creating content, we were in Arizona, and we happened to stumble across the hot spitter himself.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out.
And it was just so dope to me because Currency is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
And so to be able to randomly run into him, because it's not like we were planning on, we're going to Arizona to go to this Currency pop-up weed thing. Mm-hmm. It was just all the stars aligned that trip. It worked out. It was even to like the minute by us pulling up and him randomly walking out, like little moments like that, which leads to you pulling up to New Orleans to a spot to create some music, right?
Yeah, we get out there, we chop it up. He was like, "What you doing out here?" I told him, "We out here to get tatted, do it up with these straps." He like, "Shit, why you don't pull up to New Orleans?"
Like I documented it. I know. The clip is on. We have a collab post on Instagram of the moment.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, shit, let's line it up. And shit, I went out there. We knocked down like 4 or 5 songs. 4 or 5 songs. One of them on this album. You feel me? And then
was a couple on the DJ Fresh one, or
so that was another thing too. Same thing like with the situation with Muggs. Fucking, we had these songs ready to go. Obviously this one was for the album, for my shit, and we had the other ones, and he used those for his shit. I was like, but he hit me and was like, shit, I'm still trying to do that EP. So whenever I get back out there, it's still up.
And so what was it like flying out to go work with Currency? Like, is there any pressure involved with that on like, I gotta perform and, write these or come through with some raps?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine.
It'd be like that because you gotta think like this, it's not just no random motherfucker in the game, you feel me? Like when I was getting into music, this nigga was like already a legend.
For sure.
You feel me? Like I grew up listening to this nigga. You feel me?
I mean, he's had so many different like eras, you know, when he was with like running with Wayne and all them, and then he had his own like with Wiz and like doing his own thing, going to become an underground legend. Like he's had so many different vibes, so I could imagine that's like kind of intimidating in a sense.
Not really too much intimidate. It wasn't really an intimidation factor. It's just, I still get nervous doing this shit.
For sure.
I still get nervous. I still get nervous doing this shit. Like I done did a million
interviews.
Man. Feel me? I done did a million interviews. I'm on the fucking. We do the live stream twice a week. You feel me? I still get nervous doing this shit.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? So, especially performing, hitting the stage, before I hit the booth. But once it's going, once I walk in there,
it's kind of like you get into your zone, huh?
Yeah, it's like riding a bike, but and it's way different doing that shit sober. You feel me? Because usually you go walk in there, take a few shots, shake that shit off. All right, cool, let's go. You got to walk in with nerves of steel now.
So define different. Easier, harder. Like takes longer? Is it
Nah,
shorter?
nah,
You're more
nah.
clear? What's it
It's
mean?
just you know, you don't really get to shake that shit off.
You gotta
Feel
just
me?
soak in.
Until you get, okay, boom, all right. You really gotta shake that shit off in the midst of doing what you need to be doing. You know, so but you know, it's dope because you really get to feel that. You really get to feel that moment. You really get to be in the moment with that. You feel me? Like it's been so many moments that I like some legendary shit that I don't even remember off pictures.
You feel like you missed out on?
Yeah, and
Just
it's
based
like,
off the
damn,
liquor?
I ain't even remember the feeling of that. You feel me? Like I don't even remember meeting that nigga. Like, damn, like I don't even know what the fuck the conversation was. And this is Shaq. You feel me? Like I never met Shaq. I was just using it as a hypothetical. But yeah, you know. Shout out my nigga Spitter.
So how many days did you spend? So you pull up to his crib, or he's got a studio, or what?
He got a lab at the crib.
So you seen the driveway with all the low riders?
Oh no. He got.
I was like, did you pull
I
up
don't
to
know
his
if
crib?
this was his spot, like his crib, but it was definitely a spot though. It wasn't like a studio.
Okay.
But it was residential. Pulled up, walked through the driveway. It was hoops though. It was definitely some hoops right there. You feel me? That nigga got the Hot Wheels for sure. It was definitely hoops. We walked through them, slid to the bank. Yeah.
How many days you spent out there?
I think like 4 days.
And so, when you're working with an artist like that, right? How is it like? I feel like communication is super important, and being comfortable to communicate is super important. Like, if you're not really feeling a beat, are you gonna like how do you maneuver through that? Because on one end, it's like you got Currency. If Currency thinks it's hot, then it's like, maybe it's like, oh, I might have to rap on it. But then also too, if I'm really not feeling it, which I feel like is super important in the music creation process, is like, I'm gonna tell him like, hey bro, this is really not for me. But also too, it's like, I flew out here to make music.
Nah.
So how do you handle that process? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you gotta speak up. You gotta speak up because, like I said, you can't go in there intimidated. Like, this what I do too, nigga.
For sure.
You feel me? That's what I do. Like, yeah, nah, I ain't feeling that one. Let's run this one or run the next one. You feel me? And it ain't like that. It ain't like nigga gonna be like, nah, we gotta do this.
Yeah.
You know, I've never worked with an artist like that. Feel me? Like from any upcoming motherfuckers to some of the illest niggas in the game. It's always been, you know, like, yeah, nah, like, for the most part, we'll go through, you know, a few beats.
Cause I'm always kind of fascinated at that, at like the contrast of like that artist who's like, I'm gonna kill every beat. I don't care what beat it is. I just rap. And then the picky rapper who's like, nah, I need that one beat. You know what I'm saying? Like where, like having that balance is just kind of interesting to me.
I get that. I seen it both ways before, but sometimes you rapping on every beat. At that point, then you just rapping. You feel me? You find a song and it's like, okay, this could be a record. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of just making songs, you get to make a record that'll last. You feel me? Like beat selection is everything. If you just rapping over, like I ain't even got to the shit yet. The first beat I played.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and I done seen motherfuckers like, you know, shoot theyself in the foot.
Just get on it too quick,
like,
huh?
Yeah, let me get on this. All right, for sure. And then the next one come up, I'm like, yeah, let me get that one.
Yeah.
They like, damn, I should.
This shit hard, right?
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where it's like you wanna weigh out all your options, but also too, it's like sometimes maybe I could feel like you got something to prove as an artist, or maybe you're just that type of artist where you just like, man, I'm gonna try to kill every beat. Like, I don't know how deep it goes in terms of like maybe it's an artist's ego, or maybe they're really that dedicated to the craft, or you know what it is. But I feel like what I'm hearing from you is like your process is more of just like, no, I kind of have to feel it, and I'm not gonna force the vibe.
No, I could definitely flood any beat.
No, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But also too, it's like you get to a point where it's like, okay, like I'm not here to prove that I could rap. Exactly. I'm here because I could rap.
Exactly.
So now it's like I'm an upper echelon artist, or I'm working with these upper echelon artists. I gotta really create art instead of just rapping.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, let's make a record. You feel me? We come with a concept. All right, look, this what we on. Okay. Or if you already got a verse, let me hear what you on. Okay. Yeah, we can run with that. You know, and yeah, we do it like that. Like that's what a collaboration is, I feel like. You feel me? Like that's the whole point of coming together and putting it together like that. That's why I like working with artists like in the moment. I don't like
in the studio.
Yeah, I don't like sending emails and send me the, unless I got to. Unless you in fucking New York and I need the shit right now, then it's like, all right, send me the shit. You feel me? But if you in the city, like we shouldn't be emailing records. Nigga, pull up. Or I'll pull up, or you know, whatever the case. But emailing records in the city is crazy. Unless it's on some deadline shit, or if you know, one of the two mad busy, then I get it. But you know, that's how you build. That's, you know, the whole point of this shit is to build a you know, camaraderie.
A synergy, yeah, for sure. It's so important. I'm the same way with videos too, or even podcasts. It's like some of my best podcasts I've had with people that I've kind of got to know first. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just jumping the gun like, hey, let me get you on the pod. It's like, let me just catch a vibe, feel how you are, and then see if you are down, and then just see how we interact. Because it's like, last thing I need is for this to be a big waste of time. Because, you know, it's like you're going to fly out to rock with Currency to produce some shit.
For sure.
So it's like, you got to make shit happen sometimes.
Yeah, we knocked out like, I was out there for like 4 days, but we was only in the studio for like 6 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
And then what were you guys doing for the rest of the time? Just kicking it? Or you were just on your own, just kicking it? Because you brought Stro with you?
Yeah, me and Stro.
So you got footage?
Yeah, we got a lot of footage.
Are we ever going to see it?
Stro, what's up, man? You feel me?
Oh, shit.
Stro got an unlimited archive, man. He got the unlimited archive for sure.
Man, I'm trying to see it, bro. I just seen it. I seen it on the story. I was just like, man.
Nah, we got shit. We had enough footage to make a video.
For sure.
I was like, man, shit. Stro hit me like, hey, look at this. I'm like, that's a video. It was really just BTS.
Yeah.
It was just really just BTS, but he just chopped it up. And I'm like, that's a video. I sent it to Spitter. He was like, nigga, this is a video. And we dropped it.
He kind of helped curate, like, for me as a video director, I used to watch him. He kind of broke through the lifestyle music video, where it's just like, no, we're just gonna kick in the backyard, like that 2010s, 2013s when the cameras weren't that good, but he's just in the back with the pit bull, or you know, with the barbecue. It's not a big production, but it's a vibe though. Like that encompasses Currency's music visually, I feel like, any day of the week, and it's timeless, you know. So you guys just doing behind the scenes on some lifestyle shit, I feel like that's the type of shit I would want to see.
Nah, for sure. But yeah, so we was in the studio twice. We fell in that night, did it up, and then the next day we just hung out. We went and ate, fucked around the city a little bit, and then linked up again the next night. Did it. So we did like 3 songs, and then like 3 songs.
So you mentioned sobriety. Is it hard to stay sober in moments like that? Because, you know, I'm sure he's trying to pass you the joint, or, you know, maybe.
Well, no, I never really.
Was a smoker like that?
Yeah, I never smoked like that anyway. So it's cool. I'm good. It do be like certain little, you know, certain moments where I'll be like, you know, I might get stuck somewhere writing. I'll be like, damn.
Little shot right now.
But, you know, it ain't.
How long have you been sober for?
2 years.
2 years. Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you.
That's honestly really sick.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been fun. Feeling the power.
It's been a very positive consequence of your actions after, you know, making that decision?
Yeah, hell yeah. Everything shifted. Everything been shifting, man. Everything been shifting. Every year is something new. Every year it's a new, you feel me? Like, it's a new level for me. You know, and I be really pushing myself. Like last year, my whole goal was to fucking, I've been doing a whole lot of bullshit over the years, man. So I had like a bunch of court shit. Nigga, L's was bullshit. I ain't had no L's for the longest.
Damn.
You feel me? So last year I started January and I had everything done by like October. Like just dealing with court shit.
Like
Dealing with court shit. Paid off child support. I did everything I had to do to get my license back and my shit with the, you know, passports and all that, you know, cause you know, you fuck up somewhere in between all that, they start taking everything.
Yeah.
All your privileges, the smallest shit that it's like, damn, I didn't even really plan on going nowhere, but it's just, I just feel like that's some bullshit that I can't go nowhere if I wanted to.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I cleaned all that shit up. I probably went to court like within 3 days, like 8 times.
All for different things?
Yep. I was like, fuck it, I'm finna go to court, man.
It was the same judge?
So I went up there and was like, let me see, I need to see everything I need to do to
just
get
knock all this shit out in once.
So I'm looking at the list like, damn. But a lot of that shit was done. All that shit was cleaned up, all that shit. It was just finalizing shit. You feel me? Like I might had owed some fees somewhere, or I had to go show proof of completion of some other shit. You know, and it was just, but at the same time, it wasn't like I was doing bullshit. You know, niggas just in motion so much. I'm running around. I'm like, I'll get to that later. And later turned into fucking
couple years,
2 years down the line. You know, but so yeah, I was in court like 8 times in like 3 days. And one of the judges seen me like throughout the day and was like, bro, you been to court 4 times today. He like, man, it look like you trying to get your shit together.
Like, go home, man.
That's what he told me. He was like, it look like you trying to get your shit together, man. I'm gonna throw this case out. And he threw one of them cases out.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, so I just kept pushing. And then, you know, seeing going to court, then you gotta have another court date, which was 2 months later. Like, so then it was just over time, is court, spread out through until like fucking October. And yeah, I cleaned all that shit up.
And all that costs money as well, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shit.
Hell yeah. Cause now it's like either, you could just pay the fine or you could go do that shit you were supposed to do. And I'm like, I'll just pay that shit off. Get the fuck out of here. Hell yeah.
So what do you think the biggest difference is between TF off the shits and sober TF? Like mentally, or just physically? Like what is the main difference?
Yeah, off the shits was cold.
Was it more like you're just more like a loose cannon, or like you're ready to crash out, or were you just like not really as like focused on the prize in terms of like business and your career and stuff, or? Because I know for me, when I take those sober stops, I get a lot more clarity. You know, I feel just more energized, more focused.
Yeah. All of that, for sure. You know, nigga definitely don't miss them hangovers.
Fuck.
You feel me? Them 3-day benders. You feel me?
Yeah, cause you used to fuck around, yeah.
Feel me? It was so sick, man. It was so sick. I was super out of pocket for sure. Like, I'm knowing that I had to be home at a certain time because at the time, me and my daughter, mom, the baby was brand new. She was brand new. So when she was going to work, I was having to be there, and she go to work at like 6:30. I'm coming home at 5:30. But
racking them up?
I'm coming, yeah, I'm still loaded, you feel me? And I'm coming from fucking it's taking me 45 minutes to get home. So that means I'm getting home in 30 minutes though. So I'm gang sliding. I'm still lit. It's 6 in the morning. It's morning time traffic. I'm still feeling like nighttime. You feel me? So I'm getting there, and now I'm crashing, but I'm still taking care of the baby. So I'm just like, looking back at that shit now, I was super out of pocket. But, you know, I made it happen.
I felt it.
Everything's scandalous.
Real shit.
You feel me? But I was also 5 years ago. You feel me? She 5 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And it's like, it's not about where you start, it's about where you're finishing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So, but that was definitely, looking back at that shit, I was like, damn. Because I only been sober for 2 years, so it was it was still like, that's a whole nother.
Because it takes time. It's like, I'm sure you tried to stop before you really stopped.
Nah.
You know? Oh, so it was just like one day you just up and start and stop?
It was one time I tried to stop, but it was only, that was like a few months before I really stopped. I tried to stop in like November, like October, November, but I was making an album. And at the time I was still kind of like, It was just like I was telling you, like I get stuck. I was getting stuck like, fuck it.
Like creatively. Is that what you mean? Creatively stuck?
But some of them, like some of them nights where I got stuck and I was like, fuck it, man, line it up. Where the drink at? Let's do it. Them turned into some solid records, some dope records.
I'm gonna be real. Look, I low key wish I would have had one little wild night with y'all, cause
bro, it was a time.
That would have been an interesting dynamic. I'm gonna be real. CNTF lit would be.
It was a time for real.
Holy shit, man.
It probably would have ended the night with a 3-wide. That's how them studio sessions was going, man. I don't know who them peoples is in there. Feel me? But
man.
Yeah, them sessions was lit. Them big, especially the Big Moon, the whole Big Moon session process. Man, we had 3-day studio sessions. Like nigga didn't write nothing.
Just lit all.
Just put the beat on. Like 5 niggas and just let's make a song. Like just start saying anything. You start saying something, then I'll run off with that, and then I'll just go in there and rap that shit, and then cause that had my boy Pilo on the not the Pilo from the
Bay, different Pilo.
Yeah, different Pilo. You know, so he'll come in like he was featured on that whole album, and he don't rap or do nothing. Like that's how lit the studio sessions was. This is featuring a nigga that don't even rap. You feel me? Like, come on, nigga, jump in there and say anything.
Bro, no, but when your brain's firing off that shit, you're like, oh, I'm a superhero right now. Like, I get it.
Yeah. So that shit was, you know, it was a time.
It was
definitely a time. But I don't miss that shit though.
Nah, there's no positive when you really think about it, when you really look at it. It's really no positive outlook to it, and it's like, you know, people gotta grow up one day or another, and if not, man, pray for them, bro. And I hope some people, you know, because addiction is a hell of a thing to try to overcome, bro. You know, I know people that are still suffering from it.
That's the thing though. People don't think they're addicted.
Or maybe, do you feel like you were addicted?
Yeah. When you wake up and it's like, oh shit, where the shit at? You know.
But there's that stigma that comes to being called yourself an addict or saying like I'm addicted, where it's just like I feel like people kind of look at you different. Were you upfront with all your shit, or were you like having to hide it from the homies?
No, around then, if you come to any of one of my studio sessions, this shit would have been replaced, and there would have been some shit right here. You feel me?
But they knew though. The homies knew.
Nah, if you want to party, shit.
For sure.
A lot of motherfuckers stayed away, you know.
But
if I come to your session, then it was, I'm at your session.
Yeah.
You feel me? I wouldn't. But you come to my session, it's a party.
No, I feel it. I just know.
It wasn't like that all the time. Just certain settings. You feel me? Nigga wasn't just, you know, that shit wasn't like the 80s or nothing like that.
Sure.
But it was definitely a party.
No, I feel it. And so, where do you think you're at creatively right now? Because you just played me some of your unreleased stuff. Yeah. And I love it, man. I'm trying to hear it. I want to see some music videos. Like,
yeah,
I'm excited.
I started this before Feeling the Power.
Really? Most of these songs, or all of these songs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, I started this before Feeling the Power. But I was traveling back and forth going to North Carolina. So I recorded like 80% of this album in North Carolina.
And what were you doing out there?
Where the nigga who produced it was out there.
Oh, so, so wait, you guys were in North Carolina lit, or this was sobriety up?
No, I actually,
right there.
It's crazy because my first song recording with him was the first day of my sobriety.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you decided to go sober.
When sober, I had a show on my son's 18th birthday, and I was fucked up. And I was like, damn, I'm out here fucked up. It's my son's 18th birthday.
Did he notice? Did he know?
Did he notice I wasn't there? Yeah.
Oh, you weren't there. I thought you were there, but you were fucked up.
No, I had a show in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But it just happened to be on his birthday. It was his 18th birthday too, and I was like, damn. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
That's really what it was?
Yeah.
Missing your son's 18th birthday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not really missing it. You know, he knew it was for work, but it was still like, I was still just sitting there.
There was some sort of
at the end
guilt,
of the night.
huh?
At the end of the night, like, damn, it's this nigga 18th birthday. I was like, damn.
Some moments you'll really never get back, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man. I totally feel that. And like moving back to the Bay, I kind of just put things in perspective too, in just terms of like being able to see my family, you know, really what's valuable in life, you know, it's just family and relationships like that, bro, because it's like, it's easy to kind of get lost in this life or in this business of entertainment and music and stuff, bro.
For sure.
Because it's like,
it's definitely a, you could definitely fall in a rabbit hole.
For sure. And it's easy to be like, oh, no, I got to hit the studio tonight. Oh, no, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to shoot this video. I got to edit. Whatever it is. It's easy. Because there's no 9 to 5 for this shit. No, you know? we can make our own hours.
But that's what's dope about, bro, this shit 5 minutes from the crib.
Yeah, man. Can we talk about it? We're in TF's new space. You know? It's a multimedia creation establishment.
I don't know what to call it.
Fulfillment center. You got it all going on.
It's the compound,
man.
Yeah, we got a whole another space next door.
Yeah, we got to get some the walkthrough footage, before.
Yeah. We
for the vlog. Might have to get some vlog footage.
We might got to do it up. You feel me? We got a whole, you know, podcast space next door. This is the studio, you know, obviously. Feel me? But everything is on the other side of the cameras. Downstairs, we got like a whole lobby office, and then we got a warehouse in the back. Warehouse crazy. You know, we're gonna be doing film production. We're gonna be doing merch production. We're gonna be doing product shots. We're gonna be doing the whole shit. So, yeah.
What made you want to dive into that side of the game?
All this already was already here. You feel me? But
well, I mean, to take it maybe to a next level, I feel like this is the next level.
So this wasn't planned. I got a call, like my boy was like, hey, I got a space. You want it? I was like, yeah.
Really?
That was it. I got the keys. I came in. I got the keys on the 5th, January 5th.
So right now it's around March 15th, 16th, something
I had this shit done January 23rd.
Wow. And so that's why you've been missing those Apollo episodes, huh?
So I had both rooms done, painted, all the shit. I did all this shit, painted this shit. I redid the ceilings in this shit. It's all acoustic panels in the ceilings, in the walls. These just got here. These took like a fucking month to get here. Them shits got shipped in from fucking like Tennessee or something like that. And it's both acoustics in the walls and the ceilings in both rooms. So I had to recut all that shit, replace all that shit, did all the shit. Yeah, we did all this shit. Well, I did all this shit.
So you're making music in here?
Yeah.
How often you making music?
Sometimes I come in here and just sit and I might read in this bitch. I read in this bitch, chill. I just been I ain't been just, cause I could just, like I said, I could come in here and rap all day. I just been loading up beats. I just got a pack from,
Damn.
Yeah,
I
so,
thought we
yeah.
were close. I thought we were going to get the exclusive right there.
I got a cold pack list from like some of the illest niggas right now. Like,
Damn.
like probably like six different producers that I haven't worked with.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like solid. And it's crazy because they just hit me. Like not like, hey, what's up, let's work, but just out the blue, you know, we'll just end up chopping it up. And I'm like, shit, send a pack. They like, oh shit, all right. Send it through. 12 packs, 8 packs, 15 packs. So yeah, so I just been here listening, just listening, reading. I might be in here, you know, just feeling the vibe, you feel me? I be in here I be in here, like I said, it's 5 minutes from the crib. I'm here, go pick the baby up, take the baby home.
Does she get a grasp of what you do?
Nah, she be in here with these motherfuckers too. Feel me? She be in here.
That's tight.
You know, I'll be fucking with the drums. She be in here, but for the most part, yeah, I've been. It's like I said, I got the keys on the 5th, so I've been that whole January. I was in here every day, all day. I wasn't even going home. I was sleeping in this bitch.
Just trying to get it right.
Yeah, you feel me? Just trying to figure this shit out. Trying to see which room I was gonna record in. You know, I sat in these bitches like, all right, you know, just writing, trying to figure out like which space was like I felt was the most creative. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go with this one. And then once I was done with that, then I started putting all my orders in for the merch shit, all the equipment. I actually gotta go
pick some merch up soon?
Nah, pick up fucking equipment.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so we doing I got a DTG machine, embroidery machine, DTF, and 6-color
Like a screen printer type thing?
screen print, yeah. And,
yeah, he showed me the warehouse back there. I was impressed. The ceilings are super high. I'm excited about it.
Fucking 2 dryers. So I go pick all that shit up today, and then so yeah, in 2 months, built the operation.
Full service.
Yeah.
One-stop shop.
So once everything really up and running all the way, yeah, man, we gonna pull up, we gonna pod, you feel me? We gonna rap.
Get your merch right.
We gonna get you together with some merch. We gonna shoot content. We gonna do all the shit, man.
So when you get that call from your homie, like, what is how quick do you make the decision to say yes?
As soon as I seen it.
And also like, what motivates you
to
do it? You know,
initially,
because it's a lot of work.
My plan was to make that a gym. I didn't even think about. I wasn't.
TF gym might be a.
Yeah, I was gonna go.
I could see that for sure, like a CrossFit right there.
Yeah, that's
you could have people pull up for sure.
That was the plan. That was gonna be all ETS fitness. You feel me? But I like I said, I sat here. I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking. I'm like, I can't really do nothing with that. I can work out anywhere. You feel me? But when the next time I'm gonna come across a fucking, I could film here. You feel me? I could dress this bitch up to make it look like we not here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I could press merch here. You feel me? Like and even on the turnaround, a gym wouldn't really generate nothing.
It's hard.
A gym wouldn't really generate nothing. I would have to have a clientele. I would have to get you to stop going to your gym.
You'd have to build a major clientele.
You feel me? I would have to stop you from getting, I got to stop you from going to your gym and bring 4 motherfuckers with you and then pay me that.
Monthly.
You feel me?
And you got to invest in the equipment. And it's like you also are trying to do other stuff still too. It's like.
So I priced out all the equipment. It would have been like 18K.
That's a healthy investment.
I'm like, but then I thought about it like,
Cause
I could build me a lab.
For sure. Cause it's like, if you were to invest into a gym and try to do that, I feel like that's its own separate business, and you'd have to go full time on this.
Yeah.
Like
So
the podcast, music, merch, they all kind of go under the same umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
sure.
if you're investing in here, hey, if someone wants to do some music, maybe we do a pod, or you want some content, or maybe I could fuck with your merch. You know,
Yeah.
so they kind of go together. But the gym is like a little bit different lane.
Yeah. So even when I started calling in, just checking like on insurance, I'm like, yeah, nah.
They were trying to hit, huh?
Nah, not really, but just the payout. Like if you was to get
Like
fucked
if
up,
someone got hurt or some stuff like
it'd
that.
be like, yeah, nah, you ain't finna whoop me.
That'll wipe you out.
Hell yeah, for sure. So I just thought about it. I'm like, yeah, nah. It'll be easier to invest in this shit. You feel me? So I'm like, that'll turn around quick. You feel me? That'll turn around quick. Merch, turn around quick. You feel me? Cause I already got that going. You know what I'm saying? So even with the podcast shit, like all that shit is
So
that shit'll just cycle itself.
are we gonna see TF's own pod? Or are we gonna have Apollo episodes here when Mac goes to Barcelona? Or what?
Nah,
what's
the homies are, obviously the homies will be here, but we doing everything.
Everything's
ETS.
Scandalous, huh? The YouTube page, ETS the page.
No, it wouldn't be that. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be some whole other shit. I was telling somebody this. They asked me about the whole everything scandalous, and I was like, yeah, like that's gonna be forever locked in, but I've been trying to like veer away from the scandalous.
Really?
Yeah. I ain't out here doing scandalous no more. Feel me? It's still a mindset though. It's still a mindset. It's still a lifestyle. That shit is still 100% what it is in society today. You feel me? It's still that. You feel me? But
you're more feeling the power.
Yeah, feeling the power. Everything's solid. All that. You feel me? Yeah. So it's still ETS, but we going towards everything's solid. It's still scandalous. We gonna keep it.
It can get scandalous whenever you want it to get scandalous.
Nah, for sure. It's there. Yeah, don't get caught in a dark alley. You feel me? Don't get caught in a dark alley, but that's what a nigga on, man. That's what a nigga pushing. You feel me?
I'm excited, bro. I'm definitely excited. I always love, I feel like you're a fan favorite. People have been missing you on the pod.
Yeah, they been like, man, where this nigga been at? This where I been, man.
The answer to your question is that.
Yeah,
you've been here working.
I've been cooking, man. And I did. It's been a lot of motherfuckers helping me. Maybe like 3. But, they contributed where it was needed. Like not there. Like, all right, this what you on? Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. You feel me? But other than that, I did all this shit dolo. Like in here every day. Dolo.
Well, I'm excited to see what you're gonna create out of here. Do you have any timeline on when you're gonna drop some new music? You just dropped a couple singles, the last recent.
Line It Up out right now. I got a single with Bun B we about to drop. I got a single with Sir we about to drop, and then once we run through those, we dropping the album.
Some big names.
Yeah.
Big names.
Yeah, so.
Respectable names.
Yeah, hell yeah. You feel me? Shouts out. Shouts out to everybody involved with the album, involved with the projects, involved with the process. You feel me? But so maybe, I don't got no dates for none of this shit.
You're just gonna feel it?
Nah. It's just not set.
Okay.
But as of right now, I don't really got no dates for this shit.
But
so
that
shit might change tomorrow. Yeah.
This year, though.
No, it's shit next week.
It could be as soon type of thing.
Yeah,
okay.
As soon as next week. You feel me? But no later than March. Wait, we in March? May. No later than May.
Okay, where?
So to have both of them out. By the end of the month, one of them should be out, and then the album should be out by May. Type shit.
That's fine.
Yeah. So. Yeah, the ball hauling. It's still up and running. We up and running.
That's fine.
Once the merch come in. Oh, I don't know when this shit gonna drop, but we got a show on the 23rd, Supply and Demand in Long Beach. You feel me? Like a pop-up type show.
Is it a TF show?
Yeah.
And a question I had too. What's TF?
TF?
The Fly?
The fuck?
The Fly? Like genuinely? Or it's some other shit? Because I always see, I also notice how the T is always capitalized. There's a period behind it. There's some respect on the T.
Yeah, it's always gonna be, yeah. And the F.
But is that really what it stands for?
The Fly? Yeah.
TF.
Yeah. Baby, shouts out, man. Shouts out to the Apollo, man. Stand up.
Oh man.
But yeah, TF, the Fly.
And so what? You got some stickers or what?
Nah, I don't. I need some though. I do need some stickers.
And what's the current status with the Apollo? You're still a member of it, right?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
Because they love to put you on the thumbnail when you're not on it.
I'm on the thumbnail. I'll be on the thumbnail. Yeah.
Forever, huh?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah. That's in the Feeling the Power series.
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. The details are wild. This is pretty much just an illustration right now for the audience at home.
Yeah.
I can't really give a lot of details, but the Fly is in full effect.
So yeah. Fly locked in, man.
All right, man. To pivot, I wanted to talk to you too, because I know you spent some time behind bars. I was curious, did you make friends behind bars, and do you still talk to people that you met while incarcerated?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You meet some of the illest niggas in the clink.
Like people that not from your area or anything like that. Like just like how do you make a friend in jail?
Okay, so this is like, so in there, you already locked in based on who you running with.
In terms of skin color, correct?
That for one.
Or
and
set.
where you from.
Okay.
You feel me? So so automatically you already aligned with this whole batch of motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now it's weeding through who to fuck with. You feel me? So it's like, oh, I'm Wooty Wop. Oh, okay, for sure. Oh, I'm Wooty Wop. I was with your cousin in fucking Soledad 2 years ago. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, I remember he was telling me about you. I nice, I don't know the nigga, but now it's good to meet you. Feel me? So, you kind of build a relationship off that. Then, you just day to day, I'm here with you every day. You might be in the cell with me. Like, or I might get you up out that motherfucker. Feel me? If it might be the smallest of shit to have a nigga not really fuck with you. You gotta be either, I wanna say weird, but it's just different. It's just different. Cause some people know how to do their time.
What does that mean?
Some people know how to, like in there they say jail. Like some motherfuckers don't know how to jail. You feel me? Like, nigga don't know how to wash his clothes, or a nigga might not know how to clean the cell right, or a nigga might don't work out, or a motherfucker don't know, like soon as you come from the yard, like, you not getting in the bed? Why are you getting in your bed? You smell like outside. You know
so there's rules like that?
No, it's not rules, but I'm just saying if you know how to jail, then I would know instantly if I came in and I'm looking at it, let him get me out of here. Put me somewhere else.
Really?
Me personally.
And that kind of shows who's new to this and who's also been kind of seasoned?
Yeah, you ain't been around. You feel me?
Just little stuff like that?
Little stuff like, and I could tell you this shit, and if it's been a week.
And you haven't corrected the behavior?
You still in it's like.
What is that? What happens? Is there repercussions for that? Or it's just more
not really repercussions, it's more so.
Like, I gotta.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I gotta move.
I fuck with you, but I can't be in here with you because that's not my program. Like my program, we waking up, busting down. You feel me?
And so
Like I'm not laying in bed until nigga it's nighttime. So I'm gonna be sitting on the metal part. The bed gonna be hard up, pushed to the corner.
wow.
And I'm chilling.
Because I'm sure there's those inmates that are just trying to sleep all day type of thing. And
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
Wow. Wow, I never really thought about that.
Yeah, we ain't doing, we gelling.
And so what's the process like to try to get him out or you move? Is it a conversation you have with bro first?
Hey, for one, I'm already not going in there because I'm, like, unless I get there and it's like, okay, you got to go through like a 90-day process, you know, before you can even come outside.
And what does that mean? Like a probation period type of thing, or
almost? Damn, what the fuck is that shit called? I forgot the name of that shit. It's like a
like an incubation period type of thing, right? Wow.
Yeah, so you gotta that's funny. It's damn near that. Feel me? So everybody gonna be coming. Oh, who over there? Oh, that's Wooty Wop in there. Okay, let me go over there. So you gonna have 30 motherfuckers come to your door. Hey, I'm Wooty Wop from Wooty Wop. I'm in cell Wooty Wop.
And introduce themselves?
Yeah, you feel me? Let me know if you need anything.
Are they checking kind of temp though too and kind of see what your charges and all that?
Yeah, slide that paperwork. You feel me? All that, you know. So by the time you do come out, niggas already, okay, what's up? What's happening? But niggas will wiggle out here and there. Pill call. You know, pill call. Hey, come out, pill call. We gonna holler at you.
And so, wait, is this like you really have to stay in your cell for the first 90 days?
I mean, you could get out if you want to get out.
But it's like...
But you can't...
If you get out...
Yeah, you super limited. Like, you super... Damn, what is this shit called, man?
And is this like a jail rule? Like from the... No, like the wards are putting or the inmates?
No, this is every...
Okay, so this is like... Everybody. It's not like the inmates rule. It's like...
It's everybody. I think they set it up like that so they could see, like, is... You know, who
can get acclimated
here, who able to stay here and who ain't. You feel me?
Because like that would be the time where people gotta roll it up, where it's like, oh, you're not allowed in this block. You gotta dip.
Yeah. I'm hot that I can't remember what the fuck this shit is called, man.
But there's a term for it.
It's a term. Yeah.
Hey, we gotta look it up.
I don't even think you can, but you can try. You can try.
All right, we'll put it in the comments or in the description or something if we figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's a phase. It's a point in time where it's like.
Soon as you get to a yard, you got to go through that. But yeah, you know, like some of my cellies, I was still like super tied in with. I still chop it up with a few of them niggas. Other than that, I met Doe.
Wow.
I met Doe on the yard.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's how you guys became friends?
Yeah. Shout out my nigga Doe.
Wow. Because I was just talking to Drebo and he told me that it's Doe, right? Helped him connect the dots on like a Larry June.
So yeah, Doe hit me for that. I was supposed to be.
You were supposed to be on the song. Yes, he told me that too.
I was supposed to be on that song, but I was like, nah. I told Doe, I'm gonna give it to Drebo.
Real one.
At the time, Doe didn't even know Drebo.
And how'd you know Drebo?
Drebo told me.
Word.
Yeah.
You're like the yard? No.
Nah, it's funny. Yeah. Nah, I met Drebo through Floyd and Tiny and all the homies.
Okay, word. Yeah, that's how he also broke it down in the pod. Make sure you guys check that one out too. It's a good one.
Yeah.
So you meet Doe.
So yeah, I met Doe on the yard. We working out. I'm working out with one of the homies, one of the Damu homies, and I got a lot of red ink. So I'm working out.
They're not expecting you to be.
Yeah. So this nigga, and I was with some Damus. So Doe walk up. Yeah, what's up, blood?
Oh shit.
I'm like, and I'm looking at him, but he's saying it to his homies, but he also saying it loud enough to where. Like, I would be like, if I was one of them, I would have been like, oh, what's happening? You feel me? So he just came up like that. So then he say, what's up? And he said again, oh, yeah, woo, blood. And I'm like, nigga, I'm from this. And he was like, oh shit, my bad. I thought you was one of the homies. But you know,
It
everything
was a respect thing.
Yeah, everything was good. We was you know, we was working out. We was chilling, working out, and then boom. That was like 2010.
Wow. And for those who don't know, explain the current relationship with Doe now.
Yeah, Doe is my motherfucking manager. We've been working together since like 2015, 16.
And so how do you become locked in with him like that? That is a crazy story that you meet him on the yard, man.
Yeah, it's crazy that you brung that up because that's where I met Doe. So boom, met him there. Fast forward. I came home 2012. Boom. I got shit going. Boom, moving around. And then I go to Polly Rob's studio, Local Astronauts. I'm in there, and just at the time we was making Scandalous Summers, the first one.
Okay.
We're working on that. We like super beginning stages of that. At the time we wasn't even working on that. We were just working on records, which led up to like, hey man, let's do an album because we just here doing songs. Like let's work on something like to where we could put a concept behind. You feel me? So we're like, all right, come on. Like, but anyway, whatever. That's where I was at. So boom, Doe walk in, and I'm like, like what the fuck? At the time I'd have been there like maybe a year.
Yeah.
Just fucking around over there recording, you know, in and out, you know, running into people, this and that and this and that. So it wasn't like, you know, motherfuckers wasn't popping up.
Yeah.
So boom, he pop up, and I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? He like, shit, nigga.
Small world.
He like, nigga, Polly Rob, like, was one of his closest best friends.
Whoa.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So at the time, Doe wasn't even doing none of this. Nothing, right? So this how he started his whole For the Project shit. That, you know, his name is For the Project. This how this started, right? I watched this nigga come to nigga studio sessions. Like, hey man, what you doing with this song right here? Like, these is artists too. Like, at the time, like, some solid artists. And I'm sitting there, and like I said, I know the nigga, so I'm just watching.
Just seeing how he works?
Yeah.
Is he bullying these fools for the song?
So look.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna need that one, huh? Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, so look, he haul in. Hey, what you doing with this song? This shit hard. Play that back. Hey, I'm gonna use this for the project. And so
he don't even know what. No, there's no name for. There's no project.
Bro, so no, he did. He dropped Broken Cuffs.
Okay, all right.
He dropped Broken. So
But
that's
that
how
was his tagline. I'm gonna use it for the project.
But he never called it. So I tell him one day, I'm like, bro, you've been collecting songs for about 5 years, man. You need to, you know, drop something called this for the project. And then boom, that's how This for the Project came about.
Oh, that's an A1 origin story right there.
So boom, yeah, he started Broken Cuffs. Broken Cuffs 1, obviously I was on that. Broken Cuffs 2, on that. And yeah, he just dropped collaboration. I mean, not really collaboration projects, but like damn near.
Like some DJ Khaled type executive producer, you know?
Yeah, so he got some shit out. But now, so while we was, at the time, me and Bill was damn near doing the same thing. But we wasn't taking niggas' songs. Well, the nigga wasn't taking niggas' songs. You feel me? He wasn't taking niggas' songs. You know, he was, hey, look, this.
He was politely asking.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing. You feel me? Like, if
you want to collab?
If you ain't doing nothing with this song, let me get it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel that.
9 times out of 10, it's a brand new song. You don't have nothing to do. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but fuck it. All right.
That's for the project.
Yeah, it's for the project now, nigga. So it turned into a whole thing. So now, you know, this nigga working with some of the illest in the game.
Wow.
You know, same formula.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's how you guys became locked in.
Yeah.
And now he's your manager.
Yeah. But no, so back to that. So I'm like, yeah, what you doing? He like, shit, you know. You start moving around. And, you know, we just moving around and we meeting motherfuckers. And it was just like, oh, it was just TF and dough. You feel me? It was like, oh, well, shit, man. Hey, take care of this, do this. And then it was just like, oh, boom. We started hitting other rooms and just getting to different spaces and shit like that. I was like, oh, that was your manager, right? I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, and then I was like, hey, dope. Yeah, go over there, go make that happen, man.
Yo.
Yeah, so
That's honestly sick.
everything's scandalous, man.
And shout out to Doe.
ETS Networks.
Oh, bro, to be in those studio sessions and hear how some of those conversations would go down, man, I wish I could hear some of those.
Yeah, because at the time, nobody knew who the fuck that nigga was.
I'm sure. I mean, but also too, it's like he's gonna let you know who he is.
He just pop up. Hey, look, this is what I'm doing, man. You know, I gotta, you know, I'm trying to do this, and this. I need that for my album. And I said, all right, take it. Go ahead. And I'm seeing the wildest names on the. I'm like,
like who though? Can we drop some? Or I'm gonna have to go do my research on some of his projects.
Go look at
I
the
want
names.
to see what like.
You go look at the names
I
on
want
there.
to see
and
who
like,
he was.
But now, obviously, a lot of relationships was built on that too.
Yeah.
So you know, it went from I'm trying to do this. Let me get a song. You know, now it's just, hey, what's up? What we doing? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So. You know, but that's the origin story of how me and Doe really start, you know, like really, you know, pushing in the game. But around that time, me and Bill was doing the same shit, but we'll go to studios. We'll go to studios, you know, we ain't had no studio session money. We ain't had none of that shit, but we'll go.
You hijacked the studio set?
Yeah. So we'll fall in, because we'll, like, let's just say I come to the studio with you, this your boy. We rapping. Okay, so now we got a good rapport with the engineer. Because, you know, engineers could kind of tell who could do this shit and, you know, who bullshitting.
Yeah.
So, oh, nah, yeah, hell yeah, pull up. Pull up whenever, hit me, I got you. Let's work. So, we'll pull up, and it'll be, oh, shit, I got a session at 9. We get there at 8. But we just pulling up. So, session come at 9, we chilling. We don't leave. Feel me? Engineer not finna tell us to leave. Like, hey, man, hey, yeah,
Y'all gotta get out of here now.
So, you know, artists come in. Hey, what's happening? You know, we chilling, chopping it up. And then
you're like, play some beats.
Yeah, he playing this shit. We chilling, me and Bill, we chilling. You know, all right, yeah, this hard. 30 minutes go by. Hour go by. He still, you know, working on whatever. We like, what you gonna do with this? He's like, oh no, yeah. I'm like, shit. Hey, put this on. Now me and Bell rapping. Now the nigga just sitting there like, at the time, I wasn't writing. Me and Bell, we just come in, we all off the top, running through it.
Wow.
We just all off the top. So now this nigga like, damn, I've been sitting here for a whole hour. I can't come up with nothing. These niggas ran through 3-4 songs. You feel me? And then we'll dip. We're on the way out. All right, my nigga, good looking. You feel me? Spinning out, we'll fall. Hey, what's this in here? We'll fall in another studio. Sitting there. What y'all got going? All right.
Did that ever create any tense moments or conflict?
Because the engineers
had your back.
Fucked with it. No, we didn't know these niggas at the time. We was just coming in, and these niggas wasn't doing shit.
They're just bullshitting with the time.
Yeah, so
it's like, might as well.
we come. So 9 times out of 10, most engineers got beats. So, or they producers sometimes. So like, hey, what you stuck? Pull up some of your shit. Let me hear that shit.
Yeah, time is up.
Bill,
time is money right now.
Bill, what you got for this? All right, run it. We run through another 3-4 songs, and we did that shit for 2 years.
How many projects you get out of that?
Me and Bill got like 45 songs. That's just in the archive. That Never came out.
Man, we need that compilation album.
Yeah.
We need that. That would be funny.
We did. I did have like a series for that we just be all work shit.
Oh, shout out to Bell, man.
Yeah, Bell a ill nigga in this shit, man. So yeah, as me and Bell doing this, now we got all these fucking engineers that hey, what's up? You got the lab open? You got the lab open? You got the lab open? Nah. So boom. Hey, dope. You need a lab? I got an engineer over here.
Oh, you're connecting the
So
dots.
boom, he go over there. Hey, what's up with these? Yeah, look, I need this for the, this for the project.
Those poor engineers were just.
So no, he wasn't. But like,
it was friends. It was friendly, right? It was friendly.
So it wasn't like, hey, nigga, give me the shit. It wasn't like that. But it was like, what you like? What's up?
Just yeah.
And then that's just how niggas was building relationships. And then as niggas was growing, you know, the engineers was also growing. Motherfuckers that we built relationships with, the studios was getting bigger. You feel me? More motherfuckers was coming there. This was at, I don't know.
What year was this? What year was this? Was this before you're rocking with Q? Or you're still kind of, you know, like.
Nah, this was. So this was the thing. That was the thing too. Like everybody was like, "Oh, that's
Q's boy type thing."
You feel me? So even the artists, that's why niggas never kicked us out.
And it weren't. Yeah, it's not like you're nobody running around trying to bully shit. It's like, oh no, this like
nah, for real. And I'm telling niggas like, you want to get on this?
Yeah.
But me and Bear was just smoking shit so cold and going through shit so fast. Niggas was like,
oh, okay, I get it.
I can't keep up with that shit. Y'all go ahead. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it wasn't like, I'm like, shit, let's go. Because at the time we was just rapping.
And if anything too, it's like if I'm an artist trying to come up in LA, it's like, I'm trying to network too. Exactly. And this dude is well connected, well respected, and can rap.
So that's what we was just networking.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just that we was just doing it. Just thinking back on it now, was
it was like you were breaking some rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, because obviously, nigga, this is my session. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, it's that factor. But then at the same time, it's like these niggas dope.
Well, yeah, they seen you as an asset. To be real, because if you were fucking up the studio session, I'm sure someone would have tried to apply some pressure. Like, hey, bro, who's this guy? Like, come on, man.
Get him up out of here.
Like, if you couldn't rap and we're in the booth,
we hit it was like 6 studios at that space.
Oh, you guys had a whole little circuit.
We went from here to there to who in here? Nah, they cool. Feel me? Who in here? Oh, some new motherfuckers? We in there.
Wow.
Yeah, what's up, man? You know, I'm whooped you out. Yeah, play that shit. You got an open on here, open verse? Yeah, all right. Run through that. What's next? Because you know, open verse, yeah, let's get that out the way. Open verse, yeah, run through that. We run through a little 16. Run through that. Put something else on now. Now it's like, you fucking with that? Yeah, I fuck with it. All right, come on. We run through it. You ready? No, I ain't ready. All right, put the next one on. You feel me? You fucking with this? Now you got the pressure on you. It's like these niggas knocking shit out in 30 minutes.
For sure. It's like if you're not built like that, what you doing in this industry?
Shit out in 30 minutes.
Wow.
So we did that shit for 2 years. Boom, I met some of the illest niggas doing that shit. Producers, engineers, fucking PR peoples. Running to everybody.
Well, that's what we talked about in the last pod. You knowing all the behind the scenes people and the people who are running the studios and stuff.
That was one of them waves. I went through that whole wave. We was just hitting studios. What studio y'all at? Who up there? All right, we up there. Boom, we get up there.
I never had to pay for the studio time.
Just read the room. Yeah, because we was running off nigga studio sessions. We coming in.
Hey, bro, that is genius.
We was running nigga studio sessions because niggas wasn't rapping once we come in. You know, niggas either kind of get like, you know, now we just sitting here for like 2 hours.
Bullshit and wasting people's time.
Pull that beat up. What you got for this, Bill? Shit, they just get up there and say anything.
And also, too, it's not like you're bogarting the song. You also are like, hey, bro, if you want to hop on, get on. Wow, that's actually pretty, that's beautiful, honestly. Like,
yeah.
And that is like.
So we built a lot of relationships.
I was going to say, like, if there are any young creators watching this, you should take notes from that story because that really shows a lot about your guys' hustle and really your hunger for it. Because a lot of dudes aren't moving like that.
Yeah, this was,
And you get
bro,
to,
it was so scandalous around that time, bro. Like, niggas will split $10.
damn.
Split $10. Like, all right, what we gonna do? We gonna eat with 5, and then we gonna get some bullshit drink with the other 5. You feel me? And that's a night. And that's a night. We gonna party off the 10-pack. You feel me? We gonna eat some bullshit Jackbox. You feel me? We gonna go all tacos. You feel me? We gonna go all tacos, and we gonna get some of the most bullshit cheap liquor and power up and run through every session.
And now look, you got your own studio, bro. That's tight. That's real feeling the power, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, shout out to Bill. We was just talking about that shit the other day. So it's just crazy, like, that whole origin story with Doe, like, that shit went hand in hand because, like, at the time, we not looking at it as we doing nothing wrong. We, like, nigga, I still don't think we was doing nothing wrong.
Really, I think it's all about leverage and what you offer to the person in the studio session, right?
But
so it's like you had shit to offer, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not like like if TF came into my studio session, I would see the benefit of like, I should lock in with this dude.
No, that's what it was.
Saying? Like, it's like it's not. Yeah, it's like.
But niggas wasn't expecting niggas to run their whole session.
Yeah, I mean.
Feel me? Like, hey, yeah, you want to get now? We asking this nigga, like, you want to get on this? Like, nigga, this my nigga, get out. Nigga, what the fuck you mean? Do I want to get on this, nigga? Nigga, no, nigga, get out of here. You feel me? Like,
oh my god.
But shouts out though, man. You feel me? That shit was definitely a time, man, for sure. But I met Y too. Super dope artist, producer, songwriter. Like, he one of the illest motherfuckers I ever met in this shit, still to this day. Like, that nigga was so over the top back then. You feel me? And I'm just watching this nigga, how he engineered shit, and like, that's how I met him. When I met him, he was one of the engineers we met doing that shit. Mm. And that nigga rapped. So we doing all the shit, and the nigga was in there. We like, what's up, you gonna get on this? He like, nah. That nigga changed. He was like, he's doing all the shit. And that nigga was like, shit, I'll jump on it. And I looked, I'm like, shit, all right. That nigga adjusted the mic, like, put it to where he could still sit down and do all the shit. And that nigga was...
One man banding it?
Bro, I was like, what? That nigga was sick.
Oh, that's hard.
So boom, after that, we was with that nigga every night for like... So, like I said, we did that shit for 2 years, but the 2 years was mainly with him. Mm. So when we came in, we was, running the whole shit. And up until we met him, then we ran like another whole like year and a half with just him in his studio. So after that, it was over with. Cause now we had a space in there. We was like, we'll still go say what's up to all the niggas. They like, what's up, y'all coming in today? We like, nah, we over here with Y2. They like, oh, yeah. So when they said that, they like, oh, yeah. So, like, that was a whole shift in my creativity right there, because that nigga was ill. Like, that nigga was like I'll be like, oh, shit, this nigga really, that nigga was raw. Yeah, shout out my nigga Y too. So, yeah, he shifted a nigga pen for sure, because that nigga was, like, as fast as we was kicking, that nigga was same. I'm like, ooh, this nigga cold.
Damn.
You feel me? So, that type of shit only makes you better.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it got to the point where I was like, all right, shit, who going first? It's like, all right, boom, boom, boom. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's sick. I mean,
yeah, that's a whole.
The network goes a long way.
Yeah.
And the skill too. Obviously, you got the skill, but it's like, damn, that's like a crazy ass origin story. Just one, meeting your boy on the yard, to where you guys are now, seeing all the moves you guys make. It's really everything scandalous. Now everything's solid, but it started as scandalous.
That's what I'm saying. Gotta keep it solid, man.
Man, bro, well, shit, I really appreciate you, taking the time to, share these stories. And
wait, hold up. What's up with you?
What's up with me?
Yeah.
Man, I've been...
How you feeling, man? How you been? How you doing?
I feel good. I'm out. You came to visit me. Got to check out. You're the first one from the, you know, LA umbrella to come check up and check the new studio out.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of see how I'm working and how I'm living and stuff. So
Yeah, that shit look good, man.
nah, I'm excited, bro. I really love it out there, to be real. Like I said, a big factor was just being closer to my family. You know, my girl's out, like, from there, too, from SAC. So her family's out there. And just the city vibe is just, it's refreshing. A lot more inspiration. I'm able to be a little healthier, ride bikes, you know, walk. I'm walking everywhere now. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, riding my bike to work. I love Frisco. You ever out there? You ever been out there?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like you know, I got my peoples in SAC, so we was always back and forth Frisco.
Yeah.
I ain't never like being like who I am now. I ain't never been out there and really
Cooked up?
Yeah, not like going out there and recording and chilling and, you know, hanging out. Like, you know, I'm going out there to, you know, I'll do a show or, you know, I'm just in and out real fast. It's never like, let me go play Frisco. But it's definitely dope. I fuck with it.
Growing up in LA, were you ever playing NorCal music?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like who though?
Messy Marv,
Really?
Mac Dre. Shit, Too Short. Hell yeah. E40, Be Legit, the whole, yeah, all them.
Was that like a lot of people in LA, or were you like?
That was like that was really a whole wave. It was like a whole era for us, where I'm from in the land. All you would hear at one point in time was all the Thiz niggas, Messy Marv, all that shit. One of the homies he put me on all that shit, my nigga Baby Meech. He put me on the whole everything. I'm like, bro, I don't know who the fuck is Ryder J. Clyde. That nigga was like, nigga, this nigga hard. He had to, yeah. So I was, yeah, hell yeah.
That's tight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I would love to get you, or I mean, obviously you could get your own connections too, but you know, hearing you on some NorCal with some NorCal artists, that would be tight.
I'm with that.
That'd be hard.
I'm with that. Hell yeah.
I feel like you're more like on the mob sound though, like a Jay Stalin type, you know.
Fuck with Jay Stalin.
You know, kind of not as hyphy and turned up, or like not like the dance vibe. I could definitely hear you though on some shit.
Yeah.
You can come up and fuck with us.
Nah, for real. I'm with that. Line it up.
I mean, you see in the studio, we got sessions. Yeah. I could definitely probably line up something. I'm still figuring out the you know, the ins and outs of the biz, but man, it's dope, bro. I always tell people like I'm working my second dream job. Like No Jumper was a dream job.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why was it a dream job? Because at the time it was.
Well, I was just so inspired from Adam and like seeing him do the interviews, and I was just watching it as a fan. So to have that dynamic go from fan to, you know, employee to like peer.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty big for me. And then also around that time, I did have meetings with Empire, or like people at Empire, because I've been trying to pitch them on what I got going on like 2018.
Yeah.
But it just never worked out. So I'm just like, the fact that when it came about, it was just like, wow, it's like, it's sick. And it's like right now, I feel like Empire definitely has like a big spotlight on them. You know, we got like a lot of motion in the city. All-Star Weekend was just out there. We got Super Bowl.
How was that?
Bro.
Was it crazy?
It was sick. It was really crazy because I'm really getting a taste of like what being in the industry is like. Because, you know, being out here, like I would consider myself in the industry, but like a different lane from it, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like the podcast space is like, I'm in the media industry, but it kind of overlaps with the music industry.
Yeah.
But now working at a label, it's like, bro, we'll have like the CEO of Spotify at the studio, like the president of Billboard. We're hosting a Billboard party, you know. Like Ghazi just got the cover of Billboard. Fire. You know, like we'll have what's his name, Leor Cohen?
Leor Cohen.
Yeah, he like runs YouTube Music, I think now, and you know, he'll be at the studio. We'll be introducing artists. Like we'll have international artists there, bro. It's like, it's pretty nuts, and it's sick.
Are you networking with these peoples?
For sure. I mean, I'm trying to. It's like one of those things I kind of apply it like,
Yeah, you gotta go in there. And,
I gotta catch
this for the project. You
Yeah, no. See, no. I'm more.
These pictures right here. These for the project. Nigga, look, I'm gonna. Yeah,
No, see, hey, honestly, that's a funny contrast to how we started this convo, because we were talking about how you go into it with currency, like, or with anyone, like, you know, you got to catch a vibe, or with DJ Muggs, right?
Uh-huh.
And so to hear you say, like, no, we were just going in, it's a good contrast. But you know, I'm people are starting to recognize the face and stuff. I don't like to be too.
It take.
How many times do you think
10
you have
times.
to see someone?
10 times. You got to meet somebody 10 times to know him.
You think so? That many?
To recognize him.
10 times? That's a lot.
To recognize him as in, oh, what's up, Trev? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I done met motherfuckers mad times, never knew their name.
Oh, okay,
It's like, damn, what's that nigga name? And it's like, fuck, all right. And you see him again, it's like, fuck, what the fuck is his name again? By the 10th time, nigga, if you don't know my name, nigga, like that type of shit.
But it is.
And there's no disrespect to motherfuckers who because I've done that before, but a lot of that shit I was kind of drunk. Niggas, but hey man, you don't remember me? I'm like, nah, for sure. But you know, since then, like I kind of it's maybe like 2 or 3 times maybe I see you be like, yeah, I know. Now I'm way better at that shit now. Like I know who you are, just off the rip now.
I think it goes a long way. But yeah, I definitely understand what you're talking about too, where it's like, there's a lot of because there's probably like 200 employees, right? And so these first 6 months, I meet all these new people. I'm still seeing some people that I'm working with on a semi-regular basis, and I'm barely getting their names like locked in. Yeah. But I feel like knowing someone's name though goes a long way in terms of just like how you really build that network and stuff.
For sure.
And really, you know, I just always remind myself, bro, just be an asset, not a liability.
Yeah.
And so I just been, you know, proving myself as much as I can, trying to go hard, really on full try hard mode, you know?
Yeah.
And just trying to take it to the next level. Trying to still network, connect dots, you know, get some shit for the project.
For the project, for sure.
Anything else you want to, you know, say to the good peoples before we wrap up?
Drink water, my good peoples. You feel me? Make sure you drinking water. Make sure you busting down. You ain't got to go too crazy, but make sure you getting it in some type of way. Some type of fashion, man. You feel me? Stay tuned. We got a lot of shit coming about this motherfucker. You feel me? We got a lot of shit coming, you know, streaming-wise. So, yeah, stay tuned, man. You know, go tap in with all the shit. Back on Fig, Communities, Apollo.
Go see Tiny on Fair to Say.
Fair to Say.
FMW.
You feel me?
We got to double back to Arizona.
We got to do a...
Let's do another vlog, bro. The people are we had a lot.
We could do
vlogs.
We could do it today. Going to pick up the merch machine.
We're gonna figure something out, man.
Me? But we could definitely put something together for sure though. But yeah, man, make sure y'all just stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got a lot of shit coming. My nigga Trev, he going crazy. Stay on top of whatever this nigga got going. And yeah, man, keep it scandalous, man. Stay solid.
Hey, man. Well, once again, I really appreciate you taking the time. Excited for all the new shit. This has been the TF interview part 2. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Delio.